They say the past never really leaves you, it only waits for the quiet moments to raise its head. And on the day I buried my mother, mine came walking toward me wearing polished shoes and a borrowed smile. The first thing that hit me wasn't grief. It was the sound of footsteps echoing through the funeral hall. Sharp, confident, mocking. Footsteps far too loud for a place that smelled of lilies, candles, and loss. I stood beside my mother's coffin, her favorite white lily shaking slightly in my hand. Then a voice, the one I had spent years trying not to remember, drifted over my shoulder. "Look at you," he said. The corners of his words curled like a smirk. Still alone at 40. I didn't turn right away. I didn't have to. Some ghosts announce themselves before you ever see their faces. My younger brother stepped into my peripheral vision, the same man who once shared my toys, my dreams, and later, my fiancée. He still carried that arrogance. The kind that grows when you think life owes you everything. "I got the house, the money, the woman," he added with a laugh that sounded like broken glass. And right on cue, I heard her. Her laugh hadn't changed. Soft, sweet, polished, and painfully familiar. She wore my mother's pearls around her neck and his diamond ring on her finger, like a cruel exchange of everything I once loved. I laid the lilies gently on the coffin. Only then did I turn. Not at them, but through them. 8 years earlier, I had been days away from marrying her. Invitations printed, tux waiting, a future glowing like warm light behind stained glass. She said yes with a smile I memorized, but now I wonder if I imagined half of it just to feel chosen. Slowly, the late night started. Her excuses grew thinner, her smiles grew heavier, and behind her, always lurking, always observing, my younger brother. When they confessed, they called it unplanned. Claimed that love didn't follow rules, that family ties didn't entitle me to anything. I didn't yell, didn't beg, didn't fight. I stepped aside, whispering the biggest lie I ever told myself. Let them be happy. I believed betrayal carried its own punishment. I thought silence was noble. I didn't know that silence could rot, could harden, could turn into something sharp and patient. I didn't vanish. Not physically, I was still around. On birthdays I wasn't invited to. At celebrations I heard about only through relatives' side comments. In the quiet corners of rooms where my name was avoided, they lived loudly, flashed their happiness like jewelry. She grew her business with money from an investor I introduced her to. They bought the dream house she once picked out with me. He wore my father's watch, the one meant for the eldest son. She kept the dog. That hurt more than I expected. I watched, waited, collected small pieces, company filings, tax records, deleted emails, property deeds, things they didn't think twice about, things they believed no one would ever look for. She put everything under his name. He trusted everything she said. They trusted that I had vanished emotionally. But I remembered everything. Small cracks appeared first. A missed tax filing. A legal warning brushed off. An invoice dispute ignored. They laughed through it all. But I saw it. The first signs of an empire rotting from inside. And I had the patience grief had carved into me. 6 years passed. Then 8. And I quietly bought the holding company. The one they never realized controlled her entire brand. 2 years more. And the properties followed. The mansion. The condo. The hidden rental meant to be their private escape. Every piece of their world slid into my hands like falling dominoes. The papers arrived 2 weeks before my mother's funeral, after my brother raised a glass in her memory, dripping with fake sentiment and expensive wine. I walked toward them with the calm of someone who had nothing left to lose. I placed an envelope in her hand. She opened it, and I watched her eyes race, slow, freeze. What is this?" "My condolences," I said. He snatched it. His face drained of color. "You bought the company?" I nodded. "And the properties? All of them?" She whispered, disbelief cracking her voice. "You can't do this," she said. "I already did." No shouting. No pride, just truth. You moved into a home that wasn't yours. Built a life on trust you never deserved. And turned the man who loved you into a reflection of your own greed. The room seemed to shrink around them. His lips moved, but no sound came. She reached for her drink, but her hand trembled too much. I leaned closer, voice low, steady. "You took my life piece by piece, so I took yours the same way, slowly, quietly, so you wouldn't notice until everything turned to ash." I stepped back, smiled, not cruelly, just finally, free. That day I buried my mother, and the last version of myself that could be hurt by them. I never wanted revenge. Not at the beginning. I just wanted the silence to stop echoing. But when pain has no way out, it becomes focus. And focus becomes fire. Now I live quietly. Alone, maybe, but never hollow. I walk through the halls they once claimed. Open drawers filled with abandoned dreams and forgotten jewelry. The past doesn't chase me anymore. It stands still, because I'm the one who owns it now. As for them, they still have each other. But they have nothing else. No title, no money, no place left to hide. He got the woman. I got everything else. And in the end, they received exactly what life owed them.